Is this real life?
Oh, we're not green. We'll go green, hopefully. All right, let's see if it's working.
You are live with the streams, girl.
It's closer to this.
Bum, 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 stream health. Got that stream health.
Checking in on the video.
We got Sarah Counts on the first. What's up, Sarah?
What up, Sarah? First.
How goes it?
Oh, we are live. Let's see.
I hate it when people do that, but still, stake your claim, I suppose.
Good. Sounds good.
Noise.
I hate it when people do that, but still. Mikey Mnemonic. What's up,
dude, Mikey, what is up, homie?
All right. So people are hearing us loud and clearing us.
Seemingly. Yeah, so we actually kind of scraped the basin from the last couple weeks of horror stories. We didn't really do the entire month, per se, but... Aylin Servan. What's up, guys?
What is up? What's up?
Aylin.
We're waiting for people to join a little bit before we dive in.
Trickle through.
We're doing all right, you know, busy.
Yeah, Mikey, we're actually gearing up for next weekend with Mad Monster, which is going to be Cassandra Peterson, a.k.a. Elvira. We know that Susie is hoping for another interview potentially, but Robert Patrick is probably the awesomest potential person that,
that'll be a good one.
T1000, man, so very awesome. And Derek Mears is there as well, I want to say.
No, Derek Mears, but Doug Jones is coming back.
Okay. Yeah.
Doug Jones is coming back.
We saw him in Charlotte. You had that awesome photo taken with him.
Nico Hughes is coming back. Brie Larson's taint is here.
Oh boy, I know exactly who that is.
Is this the Chucky 2019 fan club stream?
Of course it is. No, actually, that's not that good of a movie. It was okay, but if you want to see all of our thoughts on it, you know where to go if you're mentioning it.
Sarah Counts. I love and hate you guys both so much right now.
Yeah. And we have a Charles
a Black Christmas remake. We're going to get to that.
Yeah, another Black Christmas remake.
Another one, indeed. Okay, so we're jumped up to 12. We got some people in the viewing audience. Charles Thompson is here. I really love Child's Play 2019. It's exactly what I think will happen when the robots take over. Yes, he didn't seem switch angry voice when he went bad, but robots have one voice, and that's creepy. To some.
I didn't actually take that into proper consideration. Yeah.
And
that was why there was like the muzzle on Mark Hamill the entire time, right?
Is this the Stephen King withdrawal group? Yeah, well, hey, there didn't need to be any withdrawal. Love the tie, Cecil. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's the blood splatter tie.
That's not that bad.
Yours is not.
I'm just
not
plain.
As cool.
I'm plain Jane.
Just not as cool.
That's fine.
Chris Bethel, what's up?
What is up?
You got a shout out in a review that we just mentioned, actually, or that we just went through because Fuego said something he shouldn't have.
Yeah, during the Seed of Chucky review, I was just being insensitive and unfortunate, which is,
Oh, that's all right.
No.
Yours too, Jaime. Brie Larson's taint.
It's important stuff to be aware of.
It is. No. Blumhouse is making a Craft remake. Yes, we covered that in the past news episode. So, why don't we go ahead? It's been a few minutes. Let's just jump right into this.
Let's do it.
So, hey everyone, I'm Cecil Laird.
And I'm Jaime Fuego.
And welcome to the Horror Show News with booze.
Clear booze on my end, but we have these awesome Horror Show glasses.
Indeed. Well, I'm wearing my Batman glass today.
Yeah.
How are you? It's Miller time. The Moth 7. Tasha Helms, your tie is cool, and your tie is cool too, Fuego. So, all right. So you've got people coming out for your tie.
Thank you.
So let's hit on what everyone's drinking. Fuego, what are you drinking in there?
I'm actually drinking it's very boring and bland. I've been trying to stay away from those IPAs and the nastiness that they entail, and so I have a hard seltzer. It's not very manly, but
a hard seltzer? Is that like a Zima?
Well, it's like basically a...
Just say it's a Zima.
No, because that has tons of sugar in it, yo. So if anybody drinks LaCroix, whatever the hell the terminology is, it's basically one of those with booze. And the White Claw people make a pretty damn good one. So that's where I'm at. Sorry for
Mikey Mnemonic raises a cup of tea. Mikey Mnemonic, shout out his podcast.
Well, it's because he's working right now. Presumably.
Mikey Mnemonic, the man behind a cool podcast that Fuego knows the details of better than me, so I'm putting it on him.
But we are still awaiting on another entry, and there was some stuff with his co-host and whatnot. But
Sorry about that.
Dead Planet, if I recall correctly, was...
Rootman69 is here. Love you guys. You're the best horror show. Thank you very much. All right, so Fuego, let's get into the first story, buddy. This is a big news item for some people, when I thought this was something that was confirmed months ago.
Yes, kind of dead at the moment. Oh, man, Mikey, I want to hear you and your insight.
No, but Mikey, why don't you come on our show for an episode?
I've actually kind of toyed with the idea like here and there. That
well, why don't
I mean,
we?
Dude, let's Skype in Mikey at some point and just have like a tour.
Mikey, we'll Skype you in, buddy.
He is one of our
he's one of our patrons.
Guys, he is one,
we need to
even beyond that, man.
Anyway.
He's one of our absolute favorite people. Like,
for sure.
In
Mikey, we'll do that. Let's get to that.
In the entire horror.
Sarah counts. Crap, I forgot to greet Fuego with my usual long days and pleasant nights.
Why, thank you, Sarah.
Charles Thompson, my birthday's
may
tomorrow.
You have twice as many. Well,
drinking a Cadillac margarita.
Producer Dave,
nice.
It's his birthday today, so let's all say happy birthday to Producer
Dave as well. Yes. So, all right. Fuego, this first story is something that, again, I thought we got confirmation that this was happening a long time ago.
And yet we still don't even have direct confirmation, which is
But they
funny.
said a long time ago, like, they have greenlit a sequel.
It was in the planning stages, so on and so forth, but actual release date and, shooting schedule and things like that. And so
Fall 2020 is their release date? Yeah, okay.
No, October,
yeah.
October 16th, 2020 is that. Okay, so basically there was this dude, if I'm not mistaken, his name is Jeff Snyder, and he's on Collider currently, but I think he used to be with THR or Rotten Tomatoes or one of those. Anyway, so he was the one who broke this big story earlier this week about the fact that there is a shooting schedule this fall for the sequel to the most recent Halloween film.
Halloween 2.
Halloween 2, but will they call it Halloween 2? I don't know. Wouldn't they just call it
Halloween? The other one Halloween.
Wouldn't they just call it Halloween again? I don't even know at this particular point. It's so just
the
silly,
Halloweeniest.
So silly and stoops and whatnot. But and no confirmation if David Gordon Green, I want to say the guy's name was.
No confirmation yet.
Yeah, no confirmation.
But I thought they said that they were getting away from the writing and the silliness that.
Would you imagine if they
what is his
put
name
enough
that
money
I'm spacing out?
Well, there's David Gordon Green, and then there is
the comedian. What's his name?
Oh goodness, Mr. You're fucking out. What's his name?
I don't know. I didn't watch that show. Danny McBride.
Danny McBride. Yeah,
okay.
Dude, I love Eastbound and Down. Eastbound and Down is a fantastic show, and the Foot Fist Way. God damn, that movie is so fun. Anyway, so there's no
Halloween 2020. That's what they're gonna call it.
That's what they should probably call it, in all honesty. But
that's what Will from Willis Greedia says.
CP, yo, what is up, my dude? I'm super bummed I'm not gonna be able to partake tomorrow night.
It's okay. There's gonna be every other goddamn Monday of your life.
I know,
Jesus.
I know, but still, man.
It'll be cool. It'll be all right.
Midsommar tomorrow night. Cecil and I get to see it, and we're very stoked about that. But
indeed.
But yeah, so long story short, Halloween sequel is apparently going to be the release date that they are aiming for, according to Collider, is October 16th, 2020. Jamie Lee Curtis returning, which is why there was that photo that she tweeted out with her and Jason Blum having their meeting and stuff. No confirmation though about David Gordon Green or Mr. McBride having anything to do with it. That is like the uncertainty aspect of it all. I don't know. As long as Carpenter,
I'm done with peanut butter on my penis.
As long as Carpenter is doing the score, I'm fine with it, man. But beyond that, I don't know. It made tons of money. Unlike just to get into some show business type stuff.
Oh Christ!
Sorry,
Jesus.
$10 million.
You put him on one other show, and he can't fucking stop talking about it.
$10 million budget, and it made like $250. I want to say worldwide, like insane money. I was thinking Chucky was going to make more money this weekend, but
I was too, and then I saw the movie.
Uncomfortable silence.
So I am not. I mean, Halloween 2018 was what it was. It was okay. It was one of the better Halloween sequels. I don't want to take anything away from it, outside of the fact that it was the Force Awakens of the Halloween universe.
It was very much okay with a lot of familiar beats.
Thought the Jamie Lee Curtis arc in Halloween H2O was way better, but they decided to do away with it and instead copy I
was gonna say yes,
comic book,
the Chucky comic book that we read, where she was all prepared for it.
Chucky comic book. So the Chucky comic written by Brian Pulido. There was a 4-issue Chucky Volume 1 series. It's appropriate that we're covering it because it's Child's Play weekend and Halloween news weekend.
Yeah.
But there was a Chucky comic book where Jade from Bride of Chucky, the surviving female protagonist, takes on Chucky, and when she does, he attacks her in her home. She goes down to the basement, and she has prepared the basement in a badass way, and it slams shut when he's down there, and she's ready with a gun,
and
she just destroys Chucky in the basement.
It's like a decade before we saw Halloween 2018.
It's a decade before, so
Pulido,
and look,
hey, creds, man.
I know that the people behind Halloween 2018 were reading the comics because the jack-o'-lantern head kill was from Halloween Night Dance.
You're right. Oh, man.
So they were reading the horror comics around that era, the 2001, 2002 era. That is exactly when both of these series happened. So
tit for tat, and nobody has read these.
Halloween 2018. Yeah. Come on, us comic fans know what you pulled off. Or what you tried to pull off. Well, they did pull off.
Would you break Lee's poor heart if you brought this to his attention, perhaps?
He wouldn't care. He'd be like, whatever. But they did it better.
Although it slid in his ranking last I saw, if I remember correctly.
Also, no dirty with you, but you're also cool. Thank you. Anthony Kulik, what's up, Anthony?
We love Anthony. What's up, homeboy?
Anthony,
yes,
estimates,
estimates. CP is correct about that. Estimates. Is it gonna make closer to 30? I don't necessarily think so. With the Sunday estimates not being completely in,
I don't even know what the estimates are right now, and I would have said 35 to 40 before the weekend opened. After watching the movie, I'm safer saying 25 to 30.
Well, actually, it's way less than that, man. CP, if I'm not mistaken, it's 18, is what they're saying. Yeah. But that's still very strong for,
Look, I know that there's a lot of the people in our community that really like
14.
Child's Play 2018.
Shit, 14 plus. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I saw 18. 14 is still admirable enough.
She does make a hot mom, Chris, yes. But I
Aubrey
think
Plaza's just hot, period. She has that sexy
so
bitchiness about her.
So many people in our YouTube circle are liking this movie. But so many people outside of it, like Angry Joe, despised the movie, gave it a 2 out of 10. And
I despise Angry Joe, though.
I don't, dude. He's got valid opinions, and I think that he hit a lot of the same points that I hit, calmly and concisely on CP's stream
Despite
yesterday.
His name being Angry Joe?
He hit the same points that I hit calmly and concisely in my joining CP's channel for his spoiler review yesterday. Yeah. Meh, Angry Joe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying that there are big YouTubers out there that didn't like the movie, whereas some of us didn't like the movie, and some of us did. I don't know. It's all over the place. But we're veering off of the Halloween thing.
We are. So, Halloween 2020...
great,
Hey, fantastic.
Fine.
Jamie
we knew
Lee
that was
Curtis,
coming.
yes, based on financial... just the strike while the iron is hot, and strike while, these properties are fresh in people's heads, and stuff like that. It makes total sense, but there's really not much else beyond the October 16th release date, Jamie Lee returning, and... Yeah, that's about it. So,
and that's what's so funny. Everyone's running with this like it's a big surprise.
But
again, we got the news. All these same people that are doing this news report on their channels did a news report after the first Halloween released when they said sequel has been greenlit. That's the same news as this right now that they're giving. It's just now we have a picture of Jason Blum and Jamie Lee Curtis. It's like, guys, let's just ease back a little bit, but 2020 is going to be another year of Halloween in the YouTube community, unfortunately. I'm not looking forward to that.
Shout out Drum Dums.
Well, that's said I'm not looking forward to it. Shout out Drum Dums. That's a weird thing to follow it up.
We're going to revisit the best kills.
Corey Novak, what's up?
Yeah, we're going to revisit the best kills. Anyway, so the next up, second story, which I think... I'm not the biggest fan of the Paranormal Activity franchise.
I love them.
And yet I know you are indeed. And so apparently Paramount has decided that they want to pair with Blumhouse for the next installment of the series. They haven't done anything since the Ghost Dimension, I want to say.
The Ghost Dimension, yeah.
That was
after the Mexican one.
Yeah, which was released in 2015. Mm-hmm. So the Ghost Dimension was 2015.
The Ghost Dimension was the only 3D entry into the series.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And didn't that tie in with the original film, like slightly story-wise a little bit?
It did, but so did the marked ones, the Mexican one. The offshoot one is the one that tied in more directly to it.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen any since the first movie. I was unimpressed, and so I did not stick with this series. But yes, beyond the fact that Blumhouse and Paramount are pairing together for this, there is nothing beyond that. But do you feel like this is a series that has viability and people want more of it?
I think so. I mean, it's funny because it tapped the same sort of vein that Saw tapped, right? It's got a loyal audience that likes to go back for the same thing that they get in it. Saw, they have the torture porn people that like to go back to see the gore. And Paranormal Activity, they have the found footage people that like to go back to see the ghostly thing. Again, there's a reason that there are still ghost shows on TV. Are there still ghost shows on TV?
I don't know. I can't say.
All right, let's assume there are. It's the reason that there are still ghost shows on TV because movies like this can prosper based on those kinds of ghost shows. You know, people are still interested in Paranormal Activity, and a lot. And there is probably a small to medium-sized segment of the audience that still thinks these things are real.
I'm just wondering, honestly, if do people still care after they're not getting them annually? Because that was the big thing with both the Saw franchise and the Paranormal Activity franchise, because they filled that void after we stopped getting a Saw every October, started getting Paranormal Activities every October. And does the general public still remember this series after this sort of
well, this is an appropriate
it'll be
comment.
5 years, man, since the last one. And
Charles Ellsbury says, what the F? The Ghost Dimension was in 3D.
I didn't see it in 3D, but hey.
I saw it in 3D with Marsha Parker.
I remember. You guys reviewed it, right?
We did review it.
Podcast review.
Yeah. So this was probably 4 or 5 years ago. So that's making me feel even like, yeah, Ghost Dimension was in 3D. How old are you?
We've been doing the horror show for like 5 years.
I love that. I love that we have a younger viewer. But Charles, how did you... Yeah, I mean, if you just saw it on VOD, then that's interesting. You must have come late to the party. I'm curious. Charles Thompson, I'll watch any Paranormal Activity movie. See, me too. Jelly Duck 100, what's up? I do too. I just like the format. I think they're fun. They're in their own corner, but, no one else does it like them. Everyone else that does a movie like it, it's so obviously a ripoff of Paranormal Activity.
Well, and yet some said Paranormal Activity is a ripoff of Blair Witch, and you pull back to that.
Well, but it's not, though. But, Paranormal Activity was told in a security camera style.
Truly.
That is the difference. There's enough of a difference there to say it's a difference.
As opposed to the joggy handy cam shit that we got with Blair Witch.
It's different than the handy cam stuff.
Okay. Fair point, sir.
There was parts of that involved, but it was different enough to differentiate itself, I think, and create its own thing. Yeah. Because again, Grave Encounters came after that, and Grave Encounters was an even better version of a ghost show gone wrong. Like both 1 and 2, I love those movies.
Well, the thing I was going to say is that I feel like Paranormal Activity reignited interest in the found footage genre after it was kind of like lost on people. They just weren't digging it as much. The Saw audience, the torture porn audience, they were like... attentions had shifted gears, and then Paranormal Activity comes around, and they're just like, oh, we can still do this and yet put a fresh spin on it.
See, and here's the thing. I know why you make the comparison to Blair Witch, because it had the same marketing campaign.
Truly.
Because Blair Witch was like...
They made it seem real.
And they were showing... But it was remember, it was the first marketing campaign that showed the green infrared version of the audience watching the movie as part of their marketing campaign.
And that was a big thing in the
and
mid
like freaking out,
late
2000s. That was their big marketing campaign.
Yeah, people freaking the hell out.
Yeah, and Blair Witch, 1999, I think. Yep. So it was one of the first ones to do it. So
truly.
So honestly, I'm on board. I don't know that they haven't clarified if it's going to be a remake or sequel or what, right? Like,
they have said it's just going to be a continuation of the franchise, but there is no director, cast, anything set. Just for the sheer fact, just for the sheer fact that they want to team with Blumhouse, which it's funny because Blumhouse makes all the profitable horror at this point in time, and so you're like, anything profitable horror-wise has to be through the Blumhouse like archetype and just plan and so on. But I guess it's the best place for them to start if they want to revive this franchise.
So let's go on to the third story, Fuego. Go ahead.
And this is one and this is honestly one that I'm not supremely familiar with because of the fact that I know the original Black Christmas is considered the first slasher in a lot of ways. Early 70s, like
proto Halloween and all that stuff.
And it's already been remade. And then lo and behold, Blumhouse decides, hey, let's just throw on people the fact that we have another Black Christmas remake coming, and it's coming in the month of December, and it's going to be obviously Blumhouse putting it together. Cary Elwes, am I getting his name correct? Yeah, I love the hell out of that guy ever since Princess Bride, and obviously he was in Saw, which we were talking about earlier.
The Saw franchise, because he's in a later entry.
Oh, that's right, because he pops up and they change his affiliation, and he's like more in on it, right?
A little bit.
If I remember correctly. Yeah, without spoiling things. But do we need another Black Christmas movie? It's been heavily debated, everybody, amongst, lots of our pundits and contemporaries in the horror community. Do we need another Black Christmas movie this close? It's like, honestly, for me, if it's that iconic of a film, how close did we have another Spider-Man film with a total reboot after another one? Just a few years. So it's really, if it's that good of a story, and if it's Christmas time, I'm sure it's gonna slay as far as dad jokes go. But I don't know. Thoughts?
Here's the thing. I have seen the remake, not the original.
Now, the remake
I'm one of the few people that has not seen the original, and it's probably a cardinal sin territory for me. So
I'm trying to think.
I need a patron to request it.
Remake had Buffy's little sister, I want to say.
Dawn?
Right? Yeah.
Okay, probably.
I think, maybe.
It's been so long since I've even seen that. Honestly, I think for Christmas coming up, we need to... Because this one's coming before this year's end, right?
Well, December. Yeah.
So I think we should just make it Black Christmas December for us here, and let's review all 3 of them.
I suppose so. Yeah, why not?
We need to.
You have us on.
So we will give our thoughts in December. Check back in December for our final thoughts on the Black Christmas series. But I remember the remake not being bad as far as 2000s movies go. There were some bad ones. There were some better ones. Valentine was one I remember being pretty rough.
Yeah, I was about to say Valentine, My Bloody Valentine.
My Bloody Valentine
and
was
Black Christmas all came out like right around the same time.
Valentine was awful. Valentine was
that
Denise Richards and David Boreanaz.
Yeah, Angel from Buffy.
And
Speaking
Denise
of
Richards
Buffy,
from Starship Troopers. Swoon.
She
was gorgeous.
I don't know. Oof. Diz, man. Diz.
You like Diz more? Yeah,
I personally prefer Diz.
Of course you do.
Yes, I do.
All right, so what's next, Fuego? Let's
I know Mikey is
the next. The next one's you, and of course well, let's just say hi to a couple people. Sky, Valentine was so good. Stop. Okay, well, I've only seen it once. Trent Davis is here. Toy Story 4 review. I saw it today. Fuego hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm supposed to see it. Yeah, I'm supposed to see it last night, but my guitar player is going through some shit, unfortunately. Anyway, that is aside.
It was fun though. I enjoyed it.
Aside from the point, did it feel relevant? Did it feel like it was necessary?
Yes. Well, it didn't feel necessary.
I felt like,
but it did feel like it was a worthwhile story to be told. It didn't feel necessary, but it was a worthwhile story to be told.
Howard Key and Peele, I hear they steal the show.
They were great, of course. I mean, of course, they're fantastic. And stay through the first part of the credits to make sure you get all of their material.
I just thought that 3 just it was such a
it was a great wrap up, but this is a more character focused wrap up than the last one was.
I still prefer the first film. The first film I saw in theaters and loved. Second film, I'm not so big on. But
Dave really liked it.
You will see me.
Dave liked this better than 2 and 3. So
really,
yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Interesting.
So anyway, what's next, Fuego? The next one's all you because the next one is definitely up your alley, son.
Yeah. And so,
the crazies. By the way, Chris Bethel. That's actually just a good transition between these 2 stories. Just so you guys know, a couple of the things coming up on the channel. We're gonna do a separate Q&A after these last 2 news stories, but just so you guys know, we have a couple of things that are already recorded, ready to be dropped. First off, we have 2 awesome interviews from Phoenix Fan Fusion with a couple of horror artists. One, Big Chris. And another as well from Isaac Bell, who has contributed to the channel. That's going to be dropping this week, leading up to Mad Monster. And then we also recorded Fuego's and my top 13 favorite horror franchises.
Yeah, we
got
to the nitty-gritty, man.
As well as a 20 most popular horror franchises tier ranking, which you guys will know what that is once we drop that episode. So we have a lot coming up here on the channel, but let's continue. Next story, Mr. Stephen King fan here.
Yeah, so Hail to Stephen King will return on Tuesday, but that is of my own accord and fault in some, every way. Anyway, though, the CBS All Access has been planning The Stand revision, like just kind of reimagination with Josh Boone for quite a while, and Collider actually broke a news story just the other day saying that there is all but confirmed specific casting for a bunch of big time roles, and I have mixed feelings about it. I'm actually thinking maybe the video before we go to Mad Monster next week should be just my dream casting for The Stand and so on, but as far as what the word on the street is...
Oh, it should be, should it?
Yeah, well, as far as what the word on the street is the fact that James Marsden, of all people, to star as Stu Redman, which is the guy from, East Texas, as we call him, and then playing Glenn Bateman, the guy who actually, calls him East Texas throughout the entirety, who was played by a very aged dude in the original miniseries who I recall from, different 80s and 90s shows and stuff like that. They're actually saying Greg Kinnear to play Glenn Bateman, which I think is much younger casting and crazy. Biggest problem I have, though, Whoopi Goldberg as Mother Abigail. I don't like that. That is so flippin' on the nose. I don't like it.
I mean, it's okay. It's not bad,
there are
but
so
it's
many
not
other,
as genuine as the
There are so many
other
other
lady
badass
was.
black actresses that they could go with for that. That is just, it's so on the goddamn
there's so
nose,
many better
man.
ones they could have gotten.
Ones who are actually out there and acting
Even
and
Oprah,
doing things.
Even give it to Oprah, and it would have been better.
100% over Oprah, dude.
Or Oprah over Whoopi.
Oprah over Whoopi.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry.
Oprah would have knocked it out, but dude, there's so many.
The Color Purple, bro. I mean, oh my god.
Give it to Octavia Spencer. Put Octavia Spencer in some makeup. You know what I mean? Like she could knock it the hell out, dude. Yeah.
Honestly, in the original film, they went with a young black woman who had like prosthetics,
said Oprah.
And different makeup and stuff like that. I don't know.
As
I don't like that casting.
Angela Bassett, yes.
Okay, Angela Bassett
on
would be
board
good.
For Angela Bassett.
I would be.
Woo! I've loved her for a long time. She's fantastic. She should have played Storm instead of Halle Berry. What was that?
Glug glug.
Yeah, glug glug glug.
Yeah, exactly.
What up, White Tim?
One of the only castings that I think actually makes sense because she would be playing.
Octavia would be great. Thank you, Tasha.
Dude, because she would be playing a super bitch. Amber Heard as Nadine Cross.
Okay. Yes.
That I can actually really see. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really. No, but you know what? Samara Weaving. Samara Weaving could really pull that off, or
I don't know about
just
Samara.
Give it straight to Margot Robbie.
Maybe.
I mean, if we're dream casting,
yeah. If we're and then there's also Odessa Young, who was in the Assassination Nation movie. She's apparently going to be playing.
That
Franny.
movie was so bad. We haven't even made our review public
our review
yet.
Of it.
No.
Oh, really?
No, it's not even been public yet. It's been sitting there for
Nation.
3 months.
Oh, Assassination Nation.
Bassett was in Critters 4, you're right.
Yeah, it's a movie that felt like it had something to say.
Madea would kill it.
I got something to say.
Hallelujah.
No, Halle Berry, hallelujah. How about Halle Berry?
Halle Berry, okay, give her some makeup too, but I would rather see Octavia Spencer.
And actually, I would say Viola Davis, maybe. I think Viola Davis, she could do it too, man. She would be badass. She has that, like, very stoic delivery with a lot of her lines and stuff like that. Yeah. She could kick some shit too.
Absolutely.
But I don't know, man. I'm excited about the fact that CBS All Access in a 10-episode run with this, and I mean,
Mother Abigail White, Tim.
We have seen at this particular point that Stephen King properties or any property period, if they're gonna have sex and swearing and stuff in the Star Trek show on CBS All Access, Cecil is the one who has watched The Twilight Zone, so I can't say how R-rated they go.
Not that R-rated.
It's more
who's
like
supposed
PG-13.
to be? Who's supposed to be the Dark Man? Who's supposed to be?
That's
Randall?
Unconfirmed.
So who would we cast? Let's have some fun. Who would we cast?
Not Matthew McConaughey.
Can I pitch someone?
Sure. I'm very curious.
I would love to see.
Honestly, the only person I care about is who's going to play Larry fucking Underwood, man.
Give me. You know what I would like? Okay, guys, tell me if I'm wrong on this. Give me John Hamm.
He's going to grow his hair out? Or wear a wig?
Wear a wig, yeah.
I'm not feeling it.
No, John Hamm would play such a good Randall Flagg, though.
You know it's probably going to be some British person. I mean, let's be fair.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, how cool would that be? Like, imagine John Hamm's delivery when he's, like, approaching people and stuff.
All right.
John Stamos? I could get down with John Stamos, Eddie D.
That's the Dark Man, though? I don't know.
I would rather my choice, but John Stamos isn't terrible. Betty White. All right.
That's actually very funny.
As Mother Abigail, maybe.
No, that doesn't work.
It doesn't. No.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
Christian Slater for Flagg. I can actually. Okay, Dylan.
Christian Slater, I could go with.
I kind of dig that.
I could go with Christian Slater.
Yeah. How about we make it Father Abigail and it's Morgan Freeman?
Father Abigail.
Sorry.
We got to battle the bad man.
Yeah, we got him, and we're gonna make our way out.
That would be fantastic because, like, everyone would want to just.
They want to change everything else, gender, ethnicity,
no matter what,
whatever else.
Father Abigail's army would be bigger than Randall Flagg's army because they're like, oh shit, Morgan Freeman's the leader of this army. I'm going to Morgan Freeman's side.
And actually, Flagg might think twice about getting all those nukes together if he's going against Morgan Freeman's fucking crew, yo. I mean, come on.
Uncle Jesse fled across the desert and the gunslinger followed.
Sarah,
Willem Dafoe would be a good Randall Flagg.
I can do.
That's a good one.
Pretty bomb casting.
Dude, Willem Dafoe, that's from Wets 23.
I was honestly going to say Michael Shannon.
Nicholas Cage, baby.
Damn.
Give me.
Who for Larry Underwood? Give me some Larry Underwood.
Die, baby girl. All right, Jude Law would be dope. Okay, I can see that too. I can see that too.
Yeah, Al Pacino.
Are you guys pumped for Rando 5? Okay, guys, we'll get to the Q&A session. Let's have Fuego finish the casting, and we'll finish the last story and get to it.
that was the end of the casting.
Okay, so let's finish the last story and get to the Q&A session.
Okay, so the last story was the fact that on July 10th, 2020, we have this new Ghostbusters film that is coming, and it's completely just striking from the record.
It's a sequel to Ghostbusters 2016?
No, it's actually a sequel to Ghostbusters 2.
Huh?
Kinda.
Okay.
Anyway, Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the first 2 Ghostbusters movies, he is directing this installment, and he is actually tying it into the same universe as opposed to being like weird Zool-centric whatever
Zool, motherfucker,
alternate
Zool!
Universe, which they hinted at Zool at the end of the Ghostbusters 2016. Was it 2016? I want to say.
It might have been. It felt like it.
Yeah. Anyway,
right.
So there were a lot of confirmations at this recent Ghostbusters Fan Fest that they did, including the fact that the actress who played Janine is returning, the fact that all 3
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
What do you want?
She is fantastic. Does that mean Rick Moranis is going to come back too?
That's the only unconfirmed, and that's what I'm holding
the
out.
Only one?
Well, because
they confirmed Harold Ramis?
They confirmed. Dude, not funny. No, they're actually.
Your flummoxation made it funny.
They're actually going to put a CGI version of Harold Ramis in there, just like Dio at the show.
He should be a ghost at the end and show up like, way to go, guys.
Should they do a Carrie Fisher? And No,
too soon.
But
sorry, Tasha.
Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson. Ironically enough, Ernie Hudson is the only non-confirmed so far.
I know,
which is weird. You know he's going to be there, man.
I got better things to do, baby.
He's like, I'm waiting for that Crow sequel where they're going to bring him.
I think someone's making another substitute movie I can cram myself into.
Yeah, but then the fact that they're putting like Wolfhard and all of these like kids in there, I don't know. I'm actually very excited for this film and very curious about Jason Reitman, because Jason Reitman is a very talented director, and the apple has not fallen very far. I mean, in comparison with Max Landis, who, boy, that fucker is seeing some shit right now, and I can't say I'm surprised.
I'm not either, and I'll keep our review up of the Green Valley and the comics that we might have talked about.
I have an Infotainment review of the one that you and I reviewed, the one with the 2 kids from Adventureland. What the hell is it? I can't remember.
Oh, Ultra.
American Ultra.
American Ultra, yeah.
I actually really like that movie. Goggins is good.
But man, we can't support that dude. Yeah, that's a bad dude.
Fuck him,
man.
dude.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, and
fuck Max
and
Landis,
honestly,
man.
Tiffany, oh goodness, what is her name? She's anyway, it's the cutie blondie who does stuff on Metal Injection and also on Bloody Disgusting. She does like the Week in Review. I still remember watching a Max Landis video of his where she was just like chilling out, and apparently they dated for a while or whatever. She was one of the first to retweet, finally exposed, blah blah blah, like going downhill and all this other stuff. It's gonna be a snowball and so on. And I'm just like,
there's no coming back from this. He's done.
Fucked, and you know what? Fuck him.
Yeah, so, for real. If this is what he was doing, fuck that guy.
That's the type of person he is, man. That's no.
We knew that was the type of person he was. There was a lot of stories all over the place. He was the kind of guy that was like there's literally stories of him being outside of clubs going, "Do you know who I am? I'm fucking this person, and I've done this and this and this."
The epitome of the entitled child, dude.
Yep.
It's really crazy to think about, and I mean,
no American Werewolf in London remake. No, that's dead.
Yeah, that
you can better believe that one's done.
Donezo.
Or at least not by his hands. Not by his hands.
Oh, the hot metal chick. Yeah, Mikey. There are so many. I'm dating one right now. She's great, but it doesn't mean
did you expect her to see right there? What
doesn't mean
that?
No.
She's not behind you.
It doesn't mean they're not a little crazy. Anyway.
Oh, that's why he checked behind him.
It keeps it fun.
It doesn't mean they're... Wait, let me make sure she didn't hitch a ride in my truck and I didn't realize it.
Or show up at your house unannounced.
So, Ghostbusters cast, I mean, it's exciting to me. I'm on board. I'll watch it, but we'll see. It has to still be a good story. I mean, Bill Murray kind of lost his credibility when he still cameoed in that last one in such a
He had the longest and the stupidest cameo. Yeah. I actually thought Ernie Hudson's cameo was the best in that last
Dan Aykroyd's was next to pointless, too.
Aykroyd was terrible, man. And honestly, Aykroyd is the one who has wanted to exploit this franchise as much as possible. He even said that they're working on a Ghostbusters TV series where it's like the Ghostbusters are back in high school and they're like initially wanting to
the Finn Wolfhard
together.
thing, yeah. I mean,
I don't know. What is going on, everybody? Yuck.
Who knows? Who knows?
What happened with Landis exactly?
Just Google it. We don't need to go into it.
Yeah, it was trending on Twitter the other day. He's been accused of some nasty
misdeeds.
Stuff.
Yeah, so
major.
So, all right, guys, we're going to transition into the Q&A. If anyone has any specific questions not about Max Landis, hit us up in the comments section, and we will answer them. Yeah, we'll get a little bit looser, a little bit easier. But yeah, so that's going to do it for our main, opinions on all of these episodes or all these news stories.
Yeah, and
there just wasn't that much outside of this recently. So
yeah, one thing that I do want to mention, if you are anywhere in the Phoenix, Arizona area on the 7th of July, correct? Sunday, the 7th of July is where the horror show is actually going to be hosting our first event at Phoenix Film Bar, which is super, super dope, and we're very excited about it. We're going to be showcasing a film called They're Inside that we saw back in April at the film festival, the Phoenix Film Festival / International Horror and Sci-Fi Film Festival, in conjunction with Dread Central and Epic Pictures, I want to say. So, yeah, this is the big thing for us, actually. We are very stoked and super excited to be hosting an event and get live with people. That's probably where we see the best traction, I would say, aside from when we have a topic that trends really well on the channel. The second best is where we actually see people face to face and we just hit the floor running and all that jazz. And so I'm actually excited to showcase this film because I dug it a lot.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we're excited. We'll be presenting the review of the film the week leading up to this event. And also, guys, another thing that we've got going on is this coming weekend is Mad Monster Arizona, for those of you that joined a little bit later. So there's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, a local horror convention that we are going to be exhibiting at and filming all of the panels for, because we are the official press of the event. So hopefully we're going to get some celebrity interviews as well. There are 13 people. Let's pull up a picture. What do you think?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I have a picture ready to pull it up. Yeah. So you guys can see the people that are going to be there this year at Mad Monster.
Sarah counts his favorite animated movies. We'll have to get to that here momentarily because, Sarah, I have my opinions on that. Shizzle.
Let's see. Where did I put that picture? I think I must have put it somewhere else.
Which way did she go? Where did she go? Well, honestly, as far as favorite animated movies, I can rail off on that real quick.
Go ahead.
I would say Alice in Wonderland from Disney. Fantastic. I would say Akira, which is the proper pronunciation, everybody.
Akira!
Oh, boy. Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust, actually. The sequel, not the original. The original is very good, but I feel like the sequel, Bloodlust, about the forbidden love affair between the vampire and the woman, I feel like that, based on the third book in the Vampire Hunter D series, is superior. The animation is better. Ironically, released to American audiences beforehand. So very good. Waking Life, actually. Waking Life, as far as animated films go, now it's people with the drawn-over animation aspect, which was popularized, but god damn, one of my favorite directors, man. I absolutely love Waking Life. Anyway. So, yeah, we have
Here's the Mad Monster slate.
Yeah. Cecil is going to give his thoughts here in a moment.
I will, but just so you guys know who's going to be at Mad Monster, this is the event that we're going to be covering. So Doug Jones is going to be there, James Jude Courtney, the Michael Myers from Halloween 2018. We've got the man behind Shaggy, amongst other things.
Oh, man, SLC Punk, bro.
SLC Punk.
Oh,
Matthew
Scream?
Lillard.
Come on,
Scream.
Man. You stabbed me too deep, but...
Are you going to be ready to interview him if we need to?
To 100%.
All right, so, and then we've got Kane Hodder. We've got the young lady Marisol or something like that, who played La Llorona. She's going to be there. Yeah. Adrienne Barbeau is going to be there.
Who I had the privilege of interviewing
at Mad Monster Charlotte.
Adrienne Barbeau is she is a relic and a treasure, and I hate using the term relic.
Yeah, don't say relic.
Well,
that's bad.
She's awesome. She's been around forever.
Sid Haig is going to be there. Tom Atkins from Halloween 3 is going to be there. Ray Wise from numerous things is going to be there.
And honestly, Atkins is the older man's dream in Halloween 3, and the fact that he's just like, yeah, I'm in like my 40s or 50s.
Banging whoever.
Little 20-something, and I'm just going to call off all of my, my family and everything, and I'm just going to
You didn't step on any toes, Chris. It's hilarious.
No.
It's funny. No, you pointed out something that needed to be pointed out, so you're good,
man.
You're good. You're good.
Chris, you are badass and awesome, man. We have lots of love for you, man.
All right, and then we have the T1000. Robert Patrick will be there.
That is my and Miko. We get to
Miko Hughes will be returning. We saw him at Mad Monster Charlotte. He's going to be coming to Mad Monster Arizona. Cassandra Peterson, aka Elvira, and then Danny Lloyd. I think is his name, or he played Danny Torrance. I don't know what his real name is.
Yeah, I can't say that I know offhand either, but that would possibly be interesting because of the fact that in an interview we could ask about them refilming some of those scenes for Dr. Sleep.
Elvira's breasts will also be attending. Yeah, it's tough for her to attend without them.
They're pretty nice, I gotta say. Producer Dave, rip.
Producer Dave is here.
Everybody wish Producer Dave a happy birthday.
Wish Producer Dave a happy birthday.
Yep, he turned 21 today. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Indie Flick Jim, Whoopi Goldberg. Yes, his mother Abigail. Not good, not good. So, all right, guys. Any other questions before we close this bad boy out?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean, we've got a good crowd here, so if anyone has any questions for us.
We have 44 watching.
I know, it's pretty awesome. So, what do you guys want to know? You got any horror questions for us? Do you want us to go a little bit more into Child's Play again, even though we did both a spoiler and a non-spoiler review? Guys, another thing is our
predictions for the rest of the year.
Our review for Annabelle Comes Home drops tomorrow night.
Tomorrow morning, yeah. We actually...
No, tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're embargoed until 9 p.m.
We saw it last Wednesday.
Yep.
And it was pretty good, I gotta say. Yeah, I mean, it didn't wow me or anything. I still think I liked Creation better, but nonetheless, this was more like a Conjuring movie, aside from the weird humor, which I fault to Gary Dauberman scripting this once again. And I don't know, was it just me, or did Ed feel hammier in this and just like more like goofy kind of thing? I don't know.
Maybe they made him a little bit that way in the last one. Let's see. Did you talk about what you think the new Halloween will be about? No, we didn't predict that. I mean, it's just going to be the Curtis ladies again, you know. All of the Strode women. And I hope Jamie Lee gets killed off finally, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. They either need to kill off Michael once and for all, or kill off a couple of the Strode ladies.
I was actually very disappointed that they didn't kill off any of the Strode girls in this.
I thought it was...
It felt very low stakes at the end of the day.
Agreed.
Which is one of my biggest complaints with the scripting, I must admit. Favorite slasher
Hang on, wait, no.
franchise...
Tasha Helms up at the top here. Escape Room. We actually reviewed Escape Room, so if you search the channel, you'll see our thoughts on that, but that was one that we both pretty much enjoyed, or at least I know I did.
I thought Escape Room was one of my favorites of the year, actually.
So far, honestly, they did a really good job.
I mean, if we're talking top 10 of the year, it was one of the best. It was and for a PG-13 horror film, I thought it was spot on. It was lucrative. It's like the perfect epitome of where they don't go too crazy with it, but it's well cast. I mean, boy, I really dig Redhead from Daredevil and True Blood. I cannot recall.
Yeah, I don't know her name either.
Yeah, she is awesome.
She is really good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ultimate remake you'd both like to see, Mikey. That's a good question because we actually have.
We would have to put our heads together.
Well, no, but not only that, but we actually have a podcast that's going to be dropping, a video podcast where we filmed all 3 of our panels from Phoenix Comic Con, and one of them is all about horror remakes. Yes. And Fuego, myself, and Luis pick 3 movies that we would love to see remade. Mm-hmm. So that is a full hour-long episode that's going to be dropping in the next couple of weeks, likely on a Sunday.
Way to dodge the question.
So you guys will be able to see the answers in a more longer form in the very near future. So subscribe if you haven't yet, so you make sure you don't miss that. I think Escape Room could be a possible new franchise just to tack on, Tasha. Yes.
Well, no, it's actually, they already dated the sequel.
So yeah, it is a new franchise.
The sequel is transpiring. It's officially a
Grayson Channel. Did you guys see about the Blair Witch game coming out? We actually did a reaction to it.
Yes, we did.
And we are all very excited about it. So that reaction went up last week. Yeah. Go back a few videos and you should see our reaction to that, Grayson's channel.
You also have comic books for
Blair Witch, and there's a couple of Blair Witch comic books that we'll be reviewing as probably the game releases, because that'll probably release before the new movie releases.
Even if the movies have been kind of hit and miss, I like the mythology.
I like the remake. Man. I thought that the remake / continuation was good.
Adam Wingard, man, he's the one who was doing Godzilla vs. King Kong. I mean,
I have faith. I think it's going to be good. Let's see. Do you guys like Logan and Leprechaun Returns? Well, Logan, of course. Leprechaun Returns, not as much. That's a weird thing to group those together.
What a comparison, my
God. Leprechaun Returns is okay, sure? But I think I'm the only one on the channel that's seen it.
Halloween 12 or Child's Play 2? Well, Child's Play is already, as they're saying, despite the fact that, according to, shout out to CP Willis Greedia,
and that's Kenneth Minier asking this question.
Yeah, he's saying 14 million, maybe 15 to 16 million. They don't have direct estimates yet, but that's still a profit for that movie. And of course, they're going to want to make a sequel if that's the case. I don't necessarily say I'm that excited for either. Give me another Freddy movie, god damn it. That's what I'm.
Aylin Sermon, will we get a chance to take a pic with you guys at Mad Monster or Phoenix Film Bar? You can do it both if you want.
No.
If we're both there, the thing is, I'm going to be running about getting footage. Fuego's going to be doing some interviews with celebrities and some booths as well. And then
we do have a booth though. And
we will have a table, so we will be there. There will always be someone at our booth, so come by, say hi. We'll be there at some point, and we will absolutely, because it's Fuego and I doing main hosting duties for the Film Bar events. So make sure you come out, because this first one is genuinely a good movie. You need to come and see.
Yeah. Hoax. You watched it, didn't you?
I did watch Hoax.
Oh, boy.
So this first one is definitely one you want to make sure you come out and see. Moving on.
The second one is set in stone. So what are we going to say? I haven't watched the screener yet. But
it's not bad. It's
Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot, right?
It's Bigfoot.
Yeah, okay.
Ish.
Okay. But
you'll
not
see.
As good as the other Bigfoot
Not
movie
as good as the other Bigfoot movie we saw. Primal Rage was really, really good. Critters Attack, we have a whole review on Critters Attack, but it was garbage. We reviewed the entire Critters series, including Critters Attack. Or no, not Critters Attack. Critters Attack hasn't come out yet. We watched Critters A New Binge. Yeah. We reviewed all the Critters movies and Critters A New Binge, but Critters Attack hasn't come out yet. We did a reaction to it, though. You can see our reaction to that if you search the channel.
And it has the girl from I'll Take Your Dead in it.
It has the girl from I'll Take Your Dead, and it has Dee Wallace. Yes,
supremely talented and flippin' awesome.
Adam Snuggs, are you excited for Midsummer? I have screening tickets tomorrow. We're going to see it tomorrow as well. We're going to see it
tomorrow night too.
So you will see our thoughts as you see some other people's thoughts.
When is the embargo lifted? You know?
I don't know. I need to find out tomorrow at the screening.
I guess we have to find out these things.
Is the Mangler review ever going to come out? We need to review that.
Well, he purchased.
I have the extended one now. Finally,
yeah. Both of us have the unrated edition, and then we also have Mangler 2, and there's actually
I'll review those with you too. But you have my copies, don't you?
There's a lot of like pseudo King content that I'm trying not to say for Hale because Marsha and Cecil want to be a part of it. Most notably, season 1 of Mr. Mercedes.
For Marsha,
yeah. At the end of the month, I'm actually.
Do you own that yet? If you do, I would watch it.
I do own it. Yeah.
Well, then watch it.
I'm actually rereading Mr. Mercedes right now. I'm about like 300 pages into it, so there's another 150 or so for the end of the month. That's such a good book, dude. It is such a good goddamn book. There's nothing supernatural whatsoever, but as far as a sick, sadistic person, man, Brady is a hell of a villain. I give that to, man, I give
and I love that actor. He was in Being Human, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he was also,
not Being Human, Penny Dreadful.
He was on the Penny
Dreadful, not Being Human.
Exactly.
Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, and yet the thing that's shitty is he replaced Anton Yelchin. Who was originally going to play
nothing could be done about that.
Nothing.
It was Anton versus Sedan, and he lost. No, we haven't seen Midsummer yet. We're seeing it tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
X-Men and Critters are my favorite franchise ever. Ooh, X-Men. Ooh, I'm so sorry that X-Men's your favorite and you had to watch Dark Phoenix.
Hey, it's not that bad.
It was terrible. Shut up.
Dude, it was better than Apocalypse.
CK2D says it was not better than Apocalypse. Midsummer looks like it's going to be Hereditary Take 2, a retread. It looks completely different story-wise.
Yeah, it looks very, very Wicker Man to me.
Wicker Man,
I love the original Wicker Man. I haven't actually seen the bees, and all that shit. I have not seen that, but I know it's a notorious scene with Mr. Nick Cage. But man, just for the final 15 minutes of the Wicker Man, the original one, my God, Christopher Lee, like haunting as hell. Just crazy. Where you realize they're gonna sacrifice this guy? It's so fucked up.
Kenneth Minier, Banana Split's contender for worst movie this year. I mean, we won't watch it, but maybe, probably.
Maybe I'll give it 80 minutes of my time if we're gonna just rail on it.
Good for you.
I know Dino's gonna watch it.
Well.
Oh wait, I thought
we don't know what's going on with that channel.
We don't.
Do you like Graveyard Shift? Brie Larson's taint asks.
Graveyard Shift, the film. Aside from the bonkers performance from Brad Dourif. No, but I really like the short story. I feel like the short story with Mr. College Boy, you know, and the fact that, you know, the foreman is giving so much shit to the kid who goes down into this, like, mill with him where the rats are mutated and huge and stuff. I don't know. I feel like it could be, like, if anything King could be remade, that could be remade very, very well. But, yeah. Aside from that, I don't particularly care for the film, so...
I'd like to hear your thoughts on the old Universal horror movie, says Chris Bethel.
Well, oh, wow. That's kind of surprising.
There is actually a series on the channel called Cecil versus the Universal Monsters, because up until this show, I'd never seen any of the original Universal Monster movies. At this point, I've only seen 2. I've seen Dracula and Frankenstein. I reviewed them both with Susie and did commentaries for both with Susie. They're on the channel.
I'll be right back.
Although they might only be on the Patreon for right now. I'm not sure. I think they're available on the channel regular. But my plan is to go through the entire original Universal horror movie library. And what my original goal was is to, for every movie that I watch, then do a separate video where I explain how I would remake that movie nowadays, since Universal can't seem to get it right. How I would remake it. Yeah, Cecil Splains. Oh, shit. That's such a good idea for
we were talking about that.
So we'll do Cecil Splains, where I explain what would make it better for nowadays, at least in my opinion. So that's my goal with that eventually. Rambo 5, someone's asking about. It looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look great to me, but a lot of action nuts are getting excited for it.
Yeah, Last Blood, I don't know. I've actually not been the biggest fan of that franchise. I was always a Rocky guy compared to Rambo, personally. You know, so that's just me. But hyper violence from the previous Rambo movie was just way overboard, which I'm always okay with. So, and I know you're a gore fan. So.
I love gore. Yeah. Absolutely. Baskin Robbins has Stranger Things ice cream. Well, they did. I think they might be out at most locations. I could really go for some ice cream right now. Worst non-horror movie in your opinion? He got me an ice cream sandwich. It didn't hit the spot like I wanted. Non-horror movie. Well, this is the horror show. We can't talk about that. But there's a lot of bad non-horror movies.
Striptease was popping. Oh, boy.
Do you think Midsommar will have the same effect as Hereditary? I don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't have like a standout performance from what we've seen by a known actor like Toni Collette. And I think that is going to be the biggest differentiating factor. That's just me predicting personally. So
I agree. Yeah. Favorite action stars? Oof.
Arnie 100% followed by
really
Bruce
good.
Willis.
I don't like Bruce anymore.
No, Bruce looks the best in Blood, bro. I mean,
Bruce is not good. Although the Death Wish I finally watched, that wasn't bad. That was kind of fun.
Die Hard, man. The original Die Hard
is okay, but Bruce Willis's personality pisses me off. So
he just said Die Hard is okay. Everybody, can you believe that? Come on. Seriously.
Will you guys be going to Universal Horror Night? Says Arlen Servin. Maybe not this year. There's no plans to this year. But we'll see. If we did, of course we would vlog it. I mean, that's the only reason to excuse the trip.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be on, like, show funds and stuff like that. I mean, come on.
Let's see. Keanu, says Dave. Yeah, I love Keanu.
Okay. This is one I want to read. From Indie Flick Jim.
You're breathtaking. All of you are breathtaking.
Okay. Do you think in Dr. Sleep the hotel will have been blown up, or are they going to go back with the original Shining movie ending? This is the biggest aspect of contention because Mike Flanagan still hasn't confirmed one way or the other. I feel like he is really, because that is the biggest aspect of difference, in all honesty. Spoilers, in the book, Overlook has been destroyed, and it's like campgrounds. And so there is still that evil presence, and in fact, Jack Torrance's spirit is still there. Big time shit. And it actually lends to one of the most heartwarming and heartbreaking just getting acquainted with him and the son. Seriously, Danny as an adult encounters his father's spirit, and it's at the end of the book, and goddamn, it's sad, man. It's really, really sad. Anyway.
So Chris Bethel brought up Lundgren, and he said he was in a horror flick called I Come in Peace, and let me just act out a little scene. So I'll be both the alien and Dolph Lundgren. So give me a little bit of space.
You're gonna be both?
I'm gonna be both. Do you know the scene?
Oh no, I'm like walking off, like showing my shorts. I don't want to do that.
Oh no, don't do that. Walk off that way. All right. So he just goes, I come in peace, and Dolph Lundgren goes, and you go in pieces, asshole. And then shoots him and he blows him up, and that's how the movie ends. It's really
what's
dope.
So funny about him is that
that line. He has one of the best like action movie lines.
He's like PhD.
I come in peace and you go in pieces, asshole.
He is like PhD intellect. Like he is incredibly smart, man. When it comes down to it.
Yeah, he's like a rocket scientist, like Dexter Holland.
Yes, exactly. I love, as far as Dolph Lundgren stuff goes, Universal Soldier with him and Jean-Claude Van Damme is badass, where he's wearing the necklace of all the ears. Really awesome. And I have to say, I love the Masters of the Universe movie. I really do. I don't care what anybody thinks. Yes, and with Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox, I love you. You're so
and Skeletor
on that show. Frank Langella,
Frank Langella,
yeah, exactly. He is a fantastic Skeletor. The problem was that they brought Strickland from '85 Back to the Future, and they just made a silly movie at the end of the day because of budgetary constraints. They set it in our world as opposed to doing the whole thing in Eternia. But goddamn, I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. Yes, Diego. So bad it's good.
That's what happens when Fuego autocorrects. It autocorrects to Diego, just so you know. Crawl looks dope, says Manhammer AR-15. I wonder what he is a fan of. Crawl is the alligator movie by...
it's the guy who directed Piranha, and he directed...
what's his name?
It's on the tip of my tongue, too. It's AA. It's something with A's. It's Ari... It's not Ari
No, it's not Ari Aster.
It's not Ari Aster, obviously, because he's the hereditary guy.
It's... What's his name?
Alex Aja? Is it
Alexandra Aja?
Yeah.
Aja. Yes.
Yeah, he did, he did, like, lots of remakes for a little while. So he did the Hills Have Eyes remake. He did the Piranha remake. He also did High Tension, which a lot of people dug, even though the ending didn't make any fucking sense and it pissed me off. It's still a really good movie.
Ghostbusters, man, why do you keep asking about Dora? Are you trying to troll? Because no one here is excited about Dora. We're men in our 30s.
There is still no trolling.
Men in our 30s.
There is still no trolling beyond on that one live hail where they're asking about what the hell was the name of the property. I can't even remember.
I don't know, but did you? Well, you were gone. They showed a new Dora trailer, and before this movie we saw, or that I. Oh no, you weren't there today.
Why does Dora?
They showed a new trailer before Toy Story 4. I usually see movies with you.
Yeah, I know. Why does Dora have to be like a teenager now? I thought she was like.
It starts when she's a little kid, and then it flashes forward, and it shows that she hasn't really grown up that much. So it's funny.
He did do Mirrors.
He did do Mirrors, yeah.
And that was with my buddy
Chris Bethel.
Kiefer,
why did you bring up Dog Liker? You're not that guy, are you?
Yes, no. Chris Bethel remembers what I was asking about.
Okay. I was like, you're not that guy, are you?
No. Chris is a loyal member of Hail to Stephen King, and that's why I felt bad about the Steed remark and everything.
Oh,
and
no.
No. Chris is the shit, and that was me being insensitive, unfortunately.
Sarah counts Dog Liker. They both know
it was
from Hail.
No, any Hail people will know the Dog Liker.
Okay, all right. And I didn't realize it had become a thing.
They were trying to make it a thing, and thank God it didn't become a thing, but the Hail people know what was going on.
Sky, to your point, when are you guys going to react to Ready or Not? We actually just recorded that about an hour before we did this. So
tomorrow, Weaving.
I have to edit that, and that trailer reaction should be up in the next day or two. So that'll finally be coming out.
Seriously, Samara Weaving is...
or my ghost Dog Liker is the second coming of Christ, and I love it. All right, Sarah. I'm with you. I like that. That's not a bad joke. That's a good joke.
She was actually totally on the vibe of the joke that those
she's a good joke. That's funny. It's funny.
Sarah, you're awesome.
Suburban Commando deserves a remake.
Oh!
How do you guys like the new Annabelle movie?
I own Suburban Commando.
Oh, get over it.
Seriously. I was frozen today! Love that movie,
dude. Because Christopher Lloyd, not because
of Hulk Hogan. Come on, man. Suburban Commando's so good. The Undertaker's in it, too. Any WWF fans?
No trolling, just wonder. I'm pumped for it. No, fair enough, Ghostbusters, man. You're probably younger than us, so you probably have a weird... not a weird, but you probably watched Dora growing up, so that's fine. If you, fair enough. I don't mean to come across as nasty to you. Forgive me. I didn't mean to.
Charles says thoughts on Zombieland 2. Well, the fact that the original cast is returning, the fact that Lord and Miller are returning, the fact that all of those pieces are back in place, I'm trying to temper my enthusiasm.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's actually one of the situations very similar to what this man encountered with Chucky and what I encountered with The Dark Tower, and the fact that when you see all of these awesome pieces in place and it's a story or a character or whatever that you love the hell out of so very much, how can you not go in just stoked and with expectations really, really high? I'm hopeful Zombieland 2 doesn't suck, honestly.
Manhammer, you say Alexander Aja. I was saying Aja for a while, and then I started hearing a lot of people say Aja, so I changed it. I don't know which it is. Yeah. Whatever it is, that's
tomato.
What it is.
Give it a rest.
Boyfriend wants to watch Escape Room, The Prodigy, and The Perfection on Netflix. I would say Escape Room if you want dumb fun, Perfection if you want actual good artistic horror.
Art house horror for sure. I don't know.
Skip The Prodigy.
If you're uncomfortable with...
Well, the other two are way better than The Prodigy.
Yeah. Honestly,
if you like spider eating, watch The Prodigy.
I'm actually very surprised at the fact that The Prodigy keeps showing up on some best of the year so far.
Not mine.
I did not like that movie. I didn't. It's like it's of the lower tier of the creepy kids. Brightburn and The Hole in the Ground are way, way better as far as creepy kid stuff goes, man. At least in my estimation.
So, Ben, more excited for Child's Play show or new Child's Play sequel? I would have said the new Child's Play movie.
Yeah,
or
this is actually
the reboot.
This is interesting.
Now I'm more excited to see how Don screwed up his show.
I liked Cult. I didn't hate it, but it's not great.
There was another question that I thought we missed, but maybe not. Okay.
Okay.
No, I guess not.
Boyfriend must have... Okay.
I don't mean to come across as nasty to you, Cecil 2019. Hey, I'm trying to be more cognizant.
Younger. Okay, he's laughing and been a Psycho.
Ghostbusters been younger. I seen Psycho with Norman Bates when it came out. Okay, well, hey, look, if you like Dora and you saw that too, hey, more
that
power
means
to
that.
you.
I don't get it. If he saw Psycho, Norman, like way back then, he's not a kid.
Yeah, I get that. That's what I was.
Just making sure.
But
also X-Files content related. Well, Sarah, I did a review of when Stevie K wrote an X-Files episode, which was very Stephen King. The fact that it took place in Maine and everything, but
I feel like we should rope producer Dave in for X-Files content.
I was such a big fan of the X-Files through the first few seasons, like maybe the 3 or 4. Big Blue is actually one of my absolute favorites, where there was basically the Loch Ness Monster in that lake, and it was eating like it eats Queequeg. Come on, does anybody know about the death of Queequeg?
I would love to have Dave do a. See, he said he's in for Files content. I would love to have Dave do a monthly X-Files stream where he covers one season a month for like 9 months.
I'm sure.
It's almost a year's worth, right? It's 2 of the new seasons too, so it's 11 seasons.
I'm sure Dave knows about the death of Queequeg. Come on, Dave.
Dave, do you want to do that? You want to do one episode or one season a month, and you can do like a recap and talk about all the episodes with the audience and stuff? I think that'd be awesome. What days will you guys be at Mad Monster? Well, we'll be there all 3 because we'll have a table, and we're going to have, ideally, some prints for sale that are exclusive prints for the horror show.
Yes, indeed.
Featuring artist Isaac Bell. So it's going to be really, really cool stuff we're going to have this year.
Yeah, and there's karaoke. There's
Buffy, Angel, Charmed, OG, worth it. Are Buffy, Angel, and Charmed OG worth it? Oh my God, Wences, if you've never seen Buffy and Angel,
holy shit,
you absolutely need to watch Buffy and Angel.
Especially.
Fuck that, Angel especially. You need to watch Buffy to get into Angel. But when I was watching both, because Buffy, you go up to season 3, and then Angel starts the same time Buffy season 4 starts. So Angel season 1 and Buffy season 4, Angel season 2 and Buffy season 5, all the way up to Buffy season 7, and then Angel has one more season 5, and then it's over as well. And but what I found when I was watching them both, because they would release the DVD sets about the same time, I would watch them both, and there were some episodes that even cross over, so you need to watch it for that too. But I found myself watching the next Angel episode right away a lot faster than I was doing it with Buffy. So they're both tremendously watchable. I did not like Charmed because it felt like a very girl-centric show.
I like
Charmed, but you might like it. I don't know.
I just didn't like it after they factored out Brenda. You
know. Fair enough.
Yeah, wasn't the biggest fan. And honestly, the rebooted Charmed, I was especially just down on. I did not like it.
Adam Smokes keeps asking, how is Annabelle? We can't say because we're embargoed.
Well,
but I will say that...
We can give moderate thoughts.
No, we can't. We're embargoed. We can't give any review.
Can we say...
All we can say is I would suggest buying your tickets.
Yeah. If you like the series, see it.
If you like the series, buy your tickets. That's all I can say.
I will say it's better than The Nun and La Llorona.
Have a good night, Ghostbusters, man.
La 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 la, Rona. Oh, Fuego was probably hyped.
My dog has a perfect scully face. Buffy was a savage.
Winston knows me for sure. Yes.
Buffy over Angel, says Robert. Oh, Robert, I'll fight you. No, Buffy was good. Buffy had a lot of great classic episodes.
Buffy to maybe season 5.
Yes, it got a little bit weak for a little bit there.
Yes.
Producer Dave for President 2020.
Aside from
Dave said exclusives. I'll be
Nights
chief of staff. You didn't answer if you're going to do the X-Files thing, Dave.
Ben Grimm. So
it is more of a Conjuring movie than an Annabelle movie, although
very
it is.
Much so.
But it is very Annabelle-centric.
It is
very Annabelle-centric.
The tone feels weird in comparison. It just didn't feel like Conjuring tone.
No, it didn't. No. It did feel more closer to...
And the fact that James Wan didn't direct it, obviously.
Yeah.
But he's not
It's still worth their time.
He's not directing the third, and the fact that he is basically the Kevin Feige of this universe at this point, the Conjureverse, or whatever the flip you want to call it.
So Dave said, yeah, something with X-Files, sure. So I guess I'll have to talk to him off screen.
Queequeg, come on, Dave, Queequeg.
All right, guys. Well, shit, now we're up to 48 people.
Oh, my God.
I don't want to kill it.
More of a
Other questions? Questions?
I can't wait for the new Quentin Tarantino movie. Yes. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Looks awesome, dude.
Big time Charlie Manson stuff.
Some fried sauerkraut. I love that scene. So very bad.
Charlie Manson.
He's just in the riddle, boy.
Any specific questions? Because this is...
so what about the Craft remake is...
Sorry. I'm going back.
It's fine.
I'm going back. There we go.
That's fine. It's fine.
Kenneth, I love you guys. I love you too.
Aside from Titanic, okay.
Thoughts on New Mutants being delayed over and over again, you mean?
I'm still predicting that New Mutants is going to drop on Hulu, especially with the acquisition going from, Fox to Disney and all that stuff. I actually do not think we are going to see a theatrical release for New Mutants at this point, which breaks my heart because Josh Boone's initial vision, when we did a trailer reaction, I thought it looked awesome. And, what the fuck are you going to do if, there is all of this transitionary stuff and they can't decide on content, they can't decide on tone, they can't decide on PG-13 versus R-rated. There's all these different aspects, and yeah, it's just lame, man.
Have not checked out Good Omens yet, Wences. I would, because I love David Tennant, but I'll get around to it eventually. I just have a bunch of other stuff I'd rather watch first. I'm currently making my way through Flash and Supergirl from last season, and then I want to make my way through Krypton seasons 1 and 2, and then I'll finally be caught up with my superhero stuff.
Yeah, I just end up reading more.
Thanks, Silverback House. Subscriber for 1.5 years for working night shift 6 days a week and always wait for new vids. Thank you very much. That's awesome.
Shout out
really
to
appreciate
Silverback
that.
House, man. Hell yeah. So awesome.
Let's see. Would you rather smash back in the prime Elvira or Adrienne Barbeau? I'd take Elvira any day of the week. I mean, that's not a question I should probably answer on a live stream, but
I was about to say, those are my choices.
Yeah, Elvira or Adrienne Barbeau. That's not bad. Who would you go with?
I'm not super stoked for either of those.
What?
Yeah,
Dude,
sorry guys.
With you?
I mean,
Elvira right now, says Mikey Mnemonic. Yeah, heck yeah. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this stream, since producer Dave. All right, I'm going to take that as a note to go ahead and finish up.
Well, because 44, but over an hour.
44 over an hour, guys. Thank you very much. We're going to try and do these news streams more often if we can, but there's going to be a lot going on.
So funny.
Ooh, Lisa Wilcox for sure. Yeah, definitely Lisa Wilcox. But
what about the... Well, no.
Anyway, that's a separate stream. Samara Weaving over all of them. But thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click that like button and subscribe if you want to make sure you don't miss any News with Booze going forward. But again, we've got a lot of great episodes coming up, including some really cool ranking videos that we're hoping some other YouTubers are going to give their spin on in the near future. So stay tuned. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
And gracias a Jaime Fuego.
And remember... Stay scared! Why don't you show those sexy shorts? Ooh.